This video will just be a brief explanation of multiplying polynomials. So here we're only going to multiply a binomial with two terms. Binomial times another binomial. And really this is just layered up distributive property. So you do it in pieces. So I'll start here with the first x, and I need to multiply the first x by the x in the second expression. So that gives me x squared. And then I multiply x into the 4. So that gives me 4x. And then I look at the second term, I come back to the first binomial, and I look at the 2, and I multiply 2 times x. And then I multiply 2 times 4. And then the next step is to combine like terms. So x squared has nothing like to combine with. I combine like terms here. And that would be the simplified product. Let's do number 2 on the video. Actually, let's go down and do number 4 on the video. So in number 4, starting multiplying x times x and x times negative 2. And then I move to the 5. So now 5 times x and positive 5 times negative 2. And then you analyze to combine like terms. So I would have x squared, and here are my like terms, and that's my simplified expression. Let's do number 7. So a little pattern giving me w squared, and then minus 3w. And then I come back to the first binomial, and now I do the same thing with negative 2. And then negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Then you analyze for like terms. So here are my like terms. And that becomes my simplified expression. Let's look at number 22. The notation in number 22, the way you would interpret that, that means that I'm going to have x plus 4 times itself twice. So if I had this expression, that would just simply imply that I'm going to multiply x times itself twice. Same thing with binomials. Now instead of having the single term of x, I'm now going to square the binomial expression x plus 4. And so now it's time to distribute. And then you come back to the center, 4 times x. And then combining like terms. So here are my like terms. So I would have x squared, 8x, and 16. Let's do the same thing with number 23. So this notation is telling me that I'm going to have 2m minus 5 times that same binomial once again. And then the pattern starts. So there's my first expression. And we'll analyze this more in class because there's a little pattern here with this. And then finally, that gives me positive 25. So when I add these together, this is my simplified expression for number 23. 4m squared, and then 20m plus 25. The same process holds when you have more than 2 terms. So we'll look at a few on the next page. Here, instead of having a binomial times itself, I have a binomial that I'm multiplying into a trinomial with 3 terms. But the pattern still holds. So I would still multiply each term in the second by the first x. And then I would do the same thing with the 4. And once you've successfully distributed and multiplied each term, then analyze for like terms. So x cubed stands alone, and then always get in the habit of writing these in order so that the highest power comes first. And then looking for like terms, that's going to give me 7x squared. And then I would have 12x, which I will write next so that my powers stay in order. And then I'm going to add -6 and -24 to get -30. And we'll practice this in class, but that's enough of an illustration explanation, hopefully, to get you through the problems.